everybody, this is Joe Van Cleve. Hey, welcome to the passenger side front seat of my Subaru, and we're heading east of Albuquerque through Tejedas Canyon. We're going to be going to San Antonio for a vacation, and I'm going to take you guys along in a virtual fashion here. Here we are on the road, and look at the trucks. Woo-hoo. Well, hey there, welcome. And we're in an Airbnb in Lubbock, Texas. We're taking a little week-long vacation heading down to San Antonio, and we decided to take this trip in a 2-day stint, drive about 5 or 6 hours halfway. And so we're enjoying our stay here in this wonderful old house. I got my Remington Typewriter here and enjoying some typing here, writing, and just really a good trip so far. Yeah, when I was thinking about going on vacation again, I thought to myself, which typewriter should I bring? And I remembered our long trip through the western U.S. that we took back in 2015. I think it was September 2015. And I took a Hermes Rocket with me, thinking that I would need as small of a typewriter as possible. Well, I learned in that trip, the way we packed our car, was that I didn't need to worry about the difference in size between an ultra portable and a normal portable. They took up about the same amount of room in the back seat of my car. I usually put it either on the passenger seat behind the driver, or I put it on the floor behind the driver's seat. And so today I decided I would take my Remington Typewriter, and it was a good choice. Sitting in our little guest bedroom in our Airbnb, typing away notes about today's trip on the Remington. It is a rather quiet typewriter. It really does well, admirably well for a portable, and I think it was a good choice to make. Also, the new typing paper that I acquired, I ordered some typing paper. It's sort of like letter writing paper from Walmart. Ordered Walmart online only because it was cheaper than Amazon, and they, with free shipping to my neighborhood Walmart store, it was pretty cheap. But anyway, I'm trying out this new paper that is a lot like the Mead multi-purpose paper. It's a real thin paper, 8.5 by 11 inch size, and I intend on doing a review of both of those papers later. But anyways, this is sort of just a trial run of that. It's Monday afternoon, and we just arrived just a few minutes ago in our little tiny house in downtown San Antonio, and this is sort of in the backyard of a nice old house. It's a very nice setting, and we have our little modernist looking tiny home, tiny house. We'll be staying here for a few days and enjoying the balmy weather of San Antonio after the cooler weather we've been having up in Albuquerque. So here we are. Let's go inside, shall we? Take a look around. Alright, well, this is the entrance to our tiny home. This is our kitchen, sink. We already have clutter going on. And our bed, our sleeping area. And our little sitting area. And then on the other side, more of our clutter that we brought, and a little kitchenette area. There's a loft up here, and bathroom shower behind us. Very nice, nicely appointed, and air conditioning. Yes, it's about mid-80s Fahrenheit and a little muggy. And our little bathroom shower here is, howdy y'all, there's our shower and our cute little bathroom. Wave to the crowd. Yeah, it's a cute little setup. Looks like a normal flushing potty, not a composting potty. Nice little artwork, nicely appointed. And a pocket door. Yes, a little pocket door. And one little thing also I should mention is I found a little storage spot for my Remington and Quiet-Writer typewriter when I'm not using it. I store it underneath the little love seat, and I'll probably sit either here and use it, or in bed, or out on the picnic table outside. So a lot of our drive today was on state highways in Texas. They're divided double-lane highways, kind of like an interstate highway, but they give you turn-offs where you can turn off and go to the left and stuff. But pretty good, pretty fast, 75 miles an hour, but a lot of places it would slow down. You go right through the center of town, of some little towns. So it became kind of a little bit of a slower drive just because you had to speed up and slow down so many times. But it was a very nice drive. The weather in central Texas was cloudy and kind of hazy. And it wasn't until we came down here closer to San Antonio that it kind of cleared up. And now it's definitely warmer, mid-80s right now. And we're glad we have a little bit of air conditioning here. But yeah, it was a fun drive, and we're glad we're settled in. And as it happens, tonight, this is Monday evening, is the final championship game of the men's NCAA basketball. And it's within a mile or so of here, so the traffic was really horrendous getting into downtown here, but luckily we're not that close to the stadium. Well, here is our little cottage in the evening after dinner. Well, hey everybody. Welcome to day 3 of our trip. We left Sunday morning, and this is Tuesday afternoon. This is our first full day in San Antonio. Technically our second day here, but the first full day. We had a busy morning. We walked down to the Blue Star Brewery area where we had a wonderful breakfast, coffee, espresso, and then walked down to the Alamo downtown. Spent a long time touring that. We took an hour-long tour bus ride around downtown San Antonio, had a good time, and then we walked back and caught a popsicle store, got some really good popsicles, and then came home and ate some leftovers from last night's dinner, chicken parmesan and spaghetti, reheated. It was pretty good. Now I got some coffee, and I'm sitting out here in the yard by the tiny house, trying to think of some stuff to write, probably write a little bit about today. So we're in Southtown area, a neighborhood right on the border of King William neighborhood. We have to walk through the King William neighborhood to get to our coffee place that we go in the morning. But really nice neighborhood, older homes, and there's a lot of history here in San Antonio. This is kind of the heart of where Texas got started as its own republic and later as one of the states in the United States. But very cool place, and the weather here in early April is humid, of course, but it's in the 70s and 80s. You can imagine it would be pretty hot in the summertime, but it's pretty moderate right now. It almost reminds us like when we were on the outdoor second story of the tour bus with a little breeze blowing. It really felt like you're close to the ocean, kind of an ocean climate, if you will, if you get a little bit of a breeze. A former home site is being converted to townhomes. And another house for sale in need of renovation. And our breakfast destination. The last of a dying breed. Okay, this interests me somewhat. 8-bit graphics. we have the Guinness Book of World Records Museum, the Tomb Raiders 3D adventure thing down there. We have the Wax Museum right there. And if you turn around here, you have the Alamo. Woohoo! I'm not going to make the joke about don't be so coy.
Emma Kohler and her husband ran the brewery up in 89, and at that time it was the fourth historic hotel, T29. As we're turning right here, if you look, just in that. So directly and straight ahead of us is our famous finger. Now also,
well, so this morning for breakfast we walked down, as I said, to the Blue Star Brewery area, and there was a wonderful coffee shop that also doubles as a liquor establishment in the evenings. But I had this great breakfast burrito that had brisket, barbecue brisket, and pan-fried potatoes and eggs and cheese. It was really good, and the espresso drinks were really awesome, so that was fun. That kind of energized us for the whole day, but really a lot of good food around here in San Antonio. I'm pretty impressed.